Utah Capitol Journal 2012, brought to you by Comcast and the Utah Cable Television Association.
Comcast Cares Day was a huge success. Comcast would like to thank the more than 3,100 employees, families, and community volunteers who gave of their time to enhance 11 elementary schools, city parks, and other organizations across the Wasatch Front to help kids and community members power their dreams. With your support, we made a lasting difference for thousands of students and community members in need. Thank you, and special thanks to our partner, KFC, for providing lunch.
Comcast Cares!
Hello, I'm Joel Briscoe. Welcome to Capitol Journal, appearing 24 minutes after each hour on CNN Headline News and on Comcast On Demand throughout the legislative session. Our guest for this segment is Representative Joel Briscoe. Representative Briscoe, thank you for being with us. You want to talk about a Senate bill that's from your House perspective, okay?
Thank you. I'd like to talk about Senate Bill 21, which is a very important bill that Senator Dayton has been working on for 2 years, which significantly restructures the Water Quality Board, the Air Quality Board, and other boards that hear public comment about environmental regulations and permits. Sometimes when Kennecott wants to expand its operations or someone wants to open a strip mine near Bryce Canyon, people don't agree with the permit that's issued by the Department of Environmental Quality, and they file an appeal, and that appeal goes to an administrative law judge. And that's a great concern to many people in the community and me. And I'm going to be trying to amend the bill because that administrative law judge in the last several years has been taken out of the Attorney General's ranks. There are 9 attorneys who work for the Attorney General who only do business for the Department of Environmental Quality, and so they help the department with legal advice on permits and the many regulations, federal and state regulations that are required. But that's the same group of people that the executive director is using to hear the appeals of the case. And to me, that's a clear conflict of interest. I'm sure there are upstanding men and women, but to work on projects that you then get to sit and judge an appeal when someone disagrees with you. So I'm going to be trying to amend the bill to make sure that the executive director picks attorneys who are not currently working for the Attorney General's office or the state of Utah, who are independent and out in the community.
So they would just come from the general lawyer pool in the Navy?
Yeah, and it's a very small pool that she could actually select from because they have to be, law says they have to be in good standing with the state bar. They have to have 10 years of legal experience. 5 of those years have to be in natural resource law, environmental regulation, administrative rules and procedures, so they have some expertise in sitting down and dealing with these very complex cases. So we're talking a small pool of attorneys, but there are attorneys in the state of Utah who are experts in radiation control, solid and hazardous waste disposal, drinking water, air quality. These boards originally started in the Department of Health, and several years ago we moved them over to the department, and public health is an important issue here, and we want the public's confidence that when these appeals are heard, that they're heard by someone who's fair-minded and objective.
You mentioned that the bill has been in the works for a couple of years. What prompted the bill to be started in the first place?
I think that some people, I'm talking to the executive director, there's been some frustration with the size of the boards. The bill shrinks them from 12 and 13 people down to 9. I think there'll be a little bit more technical boards with a little bit more technical expertise. It does reduce the public component on the boards.
So you're not attempting to change the major thrust of the bill, you're tweaking it.
Yeah, I think there's been some significant quality work done on the bill, but I'm concerned about the concept of the administrative law judges who decide these appeals, and I would like them to be completely independent of the people who actually work on their preparation.
How does the sponsor of the bill feel about your amendment?
We're going to find out soon.
Representative Briscoe, thank you for being with us and explaining this bill to us, and we appreciate your being here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nell. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks for being with us. Please join us again for Capitol Journal, appearing 24 minutes after each hour on CNN Headline News and on Comcast On Demand throughout the legislative session. And you can also find us on Facebook.